Welcome to Basic Maintenance. Okay, now what? Created for you by Educare, a division of Mirabel Management. Hello, my name is Dwayne Isaacson, Director of Site Maintenance. I have over 30 years in various maintenance activities. Our goal is to provide education and hints for people to successfully eliminate or fix minor maintenance problems. Areas we will be covering today will be kitchen appliances such as garbage disposals, dishwashers, microwaves, electric stoves and ovens, the mechanical rooms, which will be heating and cooling, water heaters, laundry rooms, washers, dryers, bathrooms, toilets, sinks, bathtubs, detectors and fire extinguishers, smoke detectors, carbon monoxide detectors, and fire extinguishers. Helpful hints for garbage disposals. Only food should be placed down the disposal. Washcloth, sponges, silverware, and scouring pads may plug the disposal. Never place dense peelings down the disposal. Apple, potato, and carrot peelings could plug the unit. Start the water, then turn on the disposal. Never have hands or utensils in or close to the drain when operating the disposal. When the disposal is done, shut off the water and the disposal. Okay, now what? I turned on the switch and nothing happened, or it just hums. Each disposal has an internal breaker. Try pushing in the reset button located on the underside of the disposal. Try to turn it on. If it still doesn't work, place the disposal wrench in the hole in the bottom and rotate back and forth with a twisting motion to dislodge foreign matter. Again, push the reset button. Try to turn it on. If it still doesn't work, notify your supervisor. If the disposal drain is plugged, do not use the dishwasher. Okay, now what? There is water leaking out of the disposal. Place a container under the disposal to catch the water. Wipe up any excessive water. Don't use the disposal or the sink. Notify your supervisor. Okay, now what? The sink is full of water and I know the disposal is plugged. Do not plunge a disposal, it will make it worse. Place the disposal wrench in the bottom and rotate back and forth with a twisting motion to dislodge foreign matter. Press the reset button. Try to turn on the disposal. If the sink still does not drain, in most cases the drain pipe will need to be removed and unplugged. Notify your supervisor and do not use the dishwasher. Okay, now what? When I run the disposal, it smells hot. Turn off the disposal immediately. Unplug the electrical cord for the disposal. Notify your supervisor. Do not use the disposal until fixed. You can use the dishwasher when the garbage disposal is unplugged from the electrical outlet. Helpful hints for dishwashers. Pre-rinse and load the dishes and utensils in the dishwasher as defined in operating procedures. Do not block any of the moving parts of the dishwasher. Ensure that the proper wash and dry cycle buttons are pushed. Ensure rinse aid is filled. Place dishwasher detergent in proper area. Only use the amount of soap recommended by the manufacturer. Never use hand dishwashing soap. Okay, now what? I ran the dishwasher and the dishes are still dirty. Did you pre-rinse the dishes? Was the dishwasher overloaded? Are you out of rinse aid? Did you add dishwasher soap? Did the dishwasher complete all cycles? If all of the above are correct and dishes are still dirty, notify your supervisor. Okay, now what? The water doesn't drain out of the dishwasher. Check the garbage disposal to ensure that it is working properly. The dishwasher will not drain if the disposal is plugged. Do not use the dishwasher. Notify your supervisor. Okay, now what? The dishwasher won't run. Check the dishwasher breaker located in the electrical breaker box to make sure it isn't off. Turn the breaker on. If it still doesn't work, notify your supervisor. Okay, now what? Water is leaking on the floor. Turn off the dishwasher. If water continues to run, turn off the water supply to the dishwasher located under the sink. Mop up any excess of water. Do not use the dishwasher and notify your supervisor. Okay, now what? The dishwasher smells like an electrical fire. Turn off the dishwasher breaker located in the electrical panel labeled dishwasher. Do not use the dishwasher and notify your supervisor. Helpful hints for microwaves. In traditional microwaves, never use any container containing metal. Always ensure there are air holes in packages before heating. Monitor the progress of food to ensure it doesn't burn. Always place a top or paper towel over food to reduce spattering. Okay, now what? The microwave doesn't work. Make sure the door is closed. Make sure it is plugged in. Check the breaker located in the electrical panel to make sure it is turned on. If it is off, turn on the breaker and retry the microwave. If it continues to fail, notify your supervisor. Okay, now what? There are sparks and cracking noises inside the microwave. Check the container and food for metal. It only takes a metal twister to cause sparks. Take the food container out and try heating a cup of water. If it no longer sparks and cracks, recheck the food and container for metal. If it still sparks and cracks, unplug and do not use the microwave, and notify your supervisor. Helpful hints for stoves and ovens. Never place plastic containers or plastic wraps in the oven. TV dinners would be an exception. Cooktop electric burners should never be placed in the dishwasher. Wipe up spills as soon as possible to keep unit clean. Okay, now what? The electric oven doesn't work. Make sure the electricity is turned on. Make sure the breaker in the electrical panel is turned on. If stove or oven still does not work, notify your supervisor. Helpful hints for heating and cooling. If there are multiple thermostats in the building, make sure they are all on either heat or cool. If the building has multiple apartments, this would not apply. For optimum efficiency, filters should be replaced at least monthly. When starting the air conditioning, ensure the outside unit is uncovered and clear of debris. Make sure air supply ducts and return air ducts are not obstructed. Okay, now what? The heating and cooling unit is constantly running. Ensure that the temperature on the thermostat is set to a normal range. Make sure the thermostat is not obstructed. Extremely cold, windy conditions may cause the furnace to run more often. Notify your supervisor if a problem continues. Okay, now what? Our furnace won't start. Make sure that the furnace power is turned on. Make sure that the furnace breaker located in the electrical panel is turned on. Make sure that the thermostat is set to either a heat or cool position. If it still doesn't start, call your supervisor. Helpful hints for water heaters. If excessive hot water is used, the water heater may need time to recover. Okay, now what? There is water on the floor under the water heater. Turn off the water supply, typically a valve on the top of the water heater. Turn off the gas supply to the water heater. Inform your supervisor. Shut-off valves. If the valve is positioned the same direction as the pipe, the valve is open. If the valve is perpendicular to the pipe, it is off. Mechanical room. Okay, now what? There is a gas smell. Turn off the gas supply and call your supervisor. Okay, now what? There is water on the floor. Turn the washer off. If water continues to run after the machine is shut off, turn off the water supply and notify your supervisor. Okay, now what? There is water on the floor. Turn the washer off. If water continues to run after the machine is shut off, turn off the water supply. To do this, turn the valve clockwise. An easy way to remember this is righty-tighty, lefty-loosey. Notify your supervisor. Okay, now what? The washer is making excessive or unusual noises. Turn off the machine. Rebalance the wash load and restart. If the condition continues, don't use the washer. Inform your supervisor. Helpful hints for clothes dryers. Do not overload the dryer. This may cause damage to dryer bearings. Clean the lint filter before every load. Schedule cleaning of the dryer vents every 6 months. Okay, now what? Dryer is not working. Clothes are wet, unusual noises, and smells hot. Do not use the dryer and inform your supervisor. Helpful hints for bathroom toilets. Do not flush adult diapers or sanitary napkins. Do not flush washcloths or towels. Okay, now what? The toilet is plugged. Try plunging. If still plugged, do not use and inform your supervisor. How to use your plunger. Place the plunger over the opening in the bottom of the toilet. Use a rapid up and down motion 3 to 4 times. Repeat until the clog is loosened. Okay, now what? The toilet is overflowing. Turn off the water supply, usually located under the toilet tank on the left side near the floor. Do not use until unplugged and inform your supervisor. Okay, now what? Water continues to run inside the tank. Wiggle the flush lever. If water continues to run in the tank, turn off the water supply, do not use, and inform your supervisor. Helpful hints for bathroom sinks and tubs. When cleaning around sinks and tubs, take note of any leaks and report to supervisor. Okay, now what? Water is leaking. If a sink is leaking, place a container under the sink and shut off the water supply. Do not use the sink and inform your supervisor. Helpful hints for battery-operated smoke detectors and carbon monoxide detectors. The battery should be changed every 6 months. Okay, now what? The smoke detector is making noise. If the smoke detector beeps every 2 or 3 minutes, the battery needs to be changed. If the smoke detector rings, check for fire, call 911, and call your supervisor. Okay, now what? The CO2 detector is chirping. The alarm will sound when the reading is high. This can happen when the reading is 70 parts per million for 1 to 3 hours, 150 parts per million for 10 to 50 minutes, 400 parts per million for 4 to 15 minutes. Carbon monoxide cannot be seen or smelled, but it can kill you. To silence the alarm, operate the reset silence button, follow your emergency procedures, move to fresh air outdoors or by an open window, and call your supervisor. Okay, now what? We need to use our fire extinguisher. Remove the fire extinguisher from the wall bracket. Pull the round safety pin located near the top of the extinguisher handle. Squeeze the handle to discharge the extinguisher. When the extinguisher has been used, it needs to be recharged. Report the incident to your supervisor. Thank you for your time. If you have any questions, please ask your supervisor. When you are ready, you may take your knowledge assessment.